Welcome to Viral Recaps. Today I'm going to explain a 2021 action thriller movie called Kate. Spoilers incoming. Let's get right into it. Kate is an expert assassin who kills targets chosen by Wick, her trusted mentor and handler. Wick raised her as a father figure after her parents died, teaching her extensively in weaponry and fighting before eventually integrating her into his exclusive team of wetwork specialists. In the following scene, Kate is in Osaka to kill a member of the Yakuza syndicate named Kentaro. As he steps out of his car, Kate is ordered to take the shot, but she refuses as he's accompanied by a child. Eventually, she shoots the target. While Kate's assignment is completed, this violation of her personal code not to kill in the presence of children causes her emotional distress. She informs Wick that she will complete one final mission before retiring to begin a new, normal life. Before her last mission, Kate stays at a hotel. She meets a charismatic man at the bar named Steven. They share a bottle of wine and have sex at her room. As she receives a message from Wick it's time to get the job done, she pays him for the service like an absolute boss. Moving onto the rooftop, she positions herself and prepares to take the shot. Just before doing so, she suddenly feels sick and dizzy, causing her to miss. She tries to fix her mistake and repositions herself to take more shots, but she misses again. Kate then flees in a car and the police start to chase her for driving recklessly. She starts to feel sick again, causing her to crash. After waking up in a hospital, the doctor tells her she's been poisoned with polonium-204 and there's no antidote. Upon being asked, the doctor tells her she probably has less than a day before she dies. Kate then quickly realizes that Steven must have poisoned her wine. As the police arrives to detain her, she takes the doctor hostage and makes him give her pills and injectable stimulants before fleeing the hospital. Kate then goes to speak with Wick as she wants information about the client. It turns out Kentaro's brother, Kojima, wanted to avenge his murder, so he ordered Steven to poison her. As there's no antidote, there's only one thing Kate can do, and it's to turn into a female version of John Wick. After locating Steven to gather information, he quickly tells her that Kazuo Sato, who's a part of Kojima's organization, made him poison her. He doesn't know where Kojima is, but tells her about a bar named the Black Lizard, where Kojima's men are hanging around. Kate then tracks down the bar and finds Sato and his men. To show her intentions, she instantly kills one of them upon entering. Then asks Sato if she's the one who poisoned her, to which he answers he's only following orders. Kate then asks him how to find Kojima, and after he responds that nobody knows, she shoots him instantly. While asking the other men the same question, more Yakuzas enter the room. She takes him hostage and they drop the machetes. When he says that he doesn't know where Kojima is, she tries to shoot him as well, but her pistol jams. Then a massive fight breaks out. More and more Yakuzas are coming inside, but she brutally murders all of them one after another, until only one's left. He most likely pooped his pants as he surrenders and tells Kate that the only person who knows where's Kojima is his niece, Annie. Kate then finds Annie in a club and kidnaps her. She tells her to call her uncle, but Annie replies that she can't as she doesn't have his number. She keeps in touch with him through his top advisor Renji. She calls him and Kate says she kidnapped Annie and if they want to get her back, Kojima has to meet her personally in 1 hour. While Kate initially intends to use the girl as bait to lure Kojima out into the open, after learning that her family wants to kill her due to corruption, she decides to become her protector. The girls then sit to talk for a bit. Kate asks Annie how can she reach Renji, and she responds the only way is through his boyfriend Jojima. Then they make a plan how to enter his apartment and stay unnoticed while doing so. In the next scene, we see Annie banging on the entrance of the building. When the guards open, she says she almost got killed and wants to see Jojima. When they take the girl to him, somehow Kate also got inside and we witness yet another epic combat. Annie tries to help but ends up shooting Kate's arm. Just before Jojima finishes her off, Annie this time do things right and kills him by hitting his head with a metal object. After they calm down, the girls search around the house for something useful that can help them find Renji. Kate finds some weapons hidden behind the fridge's door. Meanwhile, Annie uses Jojima's phone and locates Renji by using cellular tracking. After tracking him down, Renji tells them where Kojima is. They take a taxi to the old family house as he's supposed to be there. Before she enters inside, Kate tells Annie she should not involve herself into this as she's young and still has a chance to live a normal life. As she enters inside, Kojima sits down to speak with her. He reveals that Varric made a deal with Renji. He wants to join the syndicate in exchange for killing Kojima and all of his blood relatives. He also adds that Renji is the one who poisoned her. Meanwhile, Annie is waiting outside for Kate as she couldn't leave her. As she's sitting in front of the house, Varric arrives as well. He tells Annie that Kate has been lying to her and that she's the one who killed her father. At that moment, they hear a gunshot and Kate comes out of the house. Annie furiously walks towards her and insults her for lying and killing her whole family. As Kate is trying to explain her actions and that Varric is a liar, Annie shoots her and leaves. Fortunately, she missed her shot and barely scratched Kate's cheek. Kojima comes outside and gives her the last shot of medicine, earning her an extra hour before she dies. In the next scene, Kate enters Renji's headquarters along with Kojima and his men. Then, a fierce shootout spreads as they progress further into the building. Kate ends up getting shot in the leg in the process, but manages to survive yet again. Meanwhile, Kojima finds Renji and challenges him to a katana duel. Renji underestimates him for being old, but ends up dying almost instantly. In the next scene, Varric waits with Annie in a room pointing a gun at her head as he knows Kate's coming for him. When she enters the room, he tries to talk her down, but they end up exchanging gunshots and Varric dies. Then Annie takes Kate to the terrace where she takes her final breaths. Hey, if you enjoyed this recap, please consider subscribing and leaving a like as it helps the channel a lot. Thanks for watching and take care.